History's dictators didn't just crave power, they wanted to live like gods while their people starved in the dirt. These guys turned national treasuries into personal piggy banks, building empires of gold palaces and private jets on the backs of their citizens. We are talking billions with Big B, siphoned through corruption, oil scams, and sheer brutality. Let's meet the richest ones who played deity while the world burned. Imagine a guy who ruled Libya for 42 years, swimming in oil money, while his people lived in mud huts. Muammar Gaddafi didn't imagine it. He lived it. But how did he do it? Libya sat on Africa's largest oil reserves. Gaddafi nationalized the industry in the 70s, then skimmed billions through consulting fees, fake charities, and shell companies. By 2011, when rebels finally dragged him from a drainage pipe and ended his reign with a bullet, his fortune was estimated at $200 billion. If adjusted for today, it's closer to $280 billion. That's more cash than some countries' GDPs. Doesn't it feel living like a god? Well, it may. Gaddafi rolled with an all-female bodyguard squad called the Amazonian Guard. He traveled with Bedouin tents pitched on airport tarmacs during foreign visits, demanding his entourage slaughter lambs on the spot. He invested in European real estate, London townhouses, and even tried buying a chunk of Italy. His family owned luxury villas in Paris, farms in Argentina, and enough gold to make Fort Knox jealous. One audit found $34 billion frozen in U.S. banks alone. Private jets ferried his fashionista daughters shopping in Paris. His sons threw $100 million parties with pop stars while Libyans queued for bread. When the Arab Spring hit, his cash couldn't save him. Most got seized or vanished into Swiss vaults. The trust fund he claimed was for his people? Yeah, that was a myth. Suharto ruled Indonesia from 1967 to 1998, turning a nation of 200 million into his personal ATM. Transparency International pegs his family's take at $73 billion over 32 years, more than the entire Indonesian economy lost in corruption during his rule. Conservative estimates? Still $15 to $35 billion. This guy made family business literal. The scam was simple. Suharto controlled key industries like oil, timber, and mining. He would grant monopolies to his 6 kids and cronies who flipped them for massive kickbacks. His son Tommy got the national clove cigarette monopoly. In case you don't know, cloves are hugely produced and consumed in Indonesia. Meanwhile, daughter Tutu built $1 billion toll roads. The family owned banks, hotels, and Boeing jets, disguised as state assets. When the 1997 Asian financial crisis hit, Suharto's cronies shorted the rupiah, making billions while the country collapsed. Suharto built a $100 million marble palace complex called the House of Gold in Jakarta, complete with man-made lakes and imported Italian fountains. He flew in chefs from France, collected rare orchids worth millions, and had a private hospital wing with gold toilets. However, half of Indonesia lived on $1 a day. Forced out by riots in 1998, Suharto died comfy in 2008 without any trial and conviction. Billions of dollars still sit in Cayman accounts. Ferdinand Marcos and his wife, Imelda Marcos, embezzled between $5 to $10 billion during their 21-year Philippine dictatorship. Some say up to $30 billion vanished into Swiss vaults, U.S. real estate, and gold bars. Not bad for a president whose salary never exceeded $13,000 a year. And what about Imelda's 3,000 pairs of shoes? Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Marcos printed money like confetti, then funneled it offshore. He seized businesses, demanded donations from tycoons, and skimmed foreign aid. One Swiss probe found $658 million in 4 bank accounts alone. The family snapped up Manhattan skyscrapers, Hawaiian resorts, and California vineyards. Marcos even faked war medals to justify his loot. Meanwhile, Imelda's jewelry exceeded $20 million, including a 25-carat pink diamond. She owned Michelangelo, Picasso, and Monet pieces. On one New York trip, she dropped $200,000 at Emanuel Ungaro and bought $10,000 in bedsheets in a day. Her justification?
If I go to the slums, I have to dress up because the poor always look for a star in the dark of night.
So stealing billions is a public service? Oh wow, how noble. Ferdinand died in 1989 at the age of 72, but Imelda still strutting at 95, claiming that the loot was gift. Billions recovered, but plenty's still missing. So, steal big or go home broke. Want more tales of human ingenuity? Check this one and subscribe if you haven't yet. See you in the next one.